Hey everybody, Blind Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
And today we are now looking at Raiden versus Wolverine.
For a death battle!
Raiden versus Wolverine death battle.
It's Wolverine versus Raiden.
You have the cyborg who went through so much damage in Metal Gear Solid 4 versus Wolverine who heals from everything.
He can't take real damage.
Yeah.
Or he can survive from anything, pretty much.
It's a pretty crazy battle.
What happens when Wolverine's head's cut off?
Can you cut off his head? Because it has adamantium too.
Yeah, but Raiden has one of those
He does have a pretty cool
special
sword.
swords,
I don't know.
right? What are they called again?
Like a phase blade or something?
I don't know. They're called for like some kind of like electro sword thingy.
Maybe it can cut through adamantium.
Yeah,
I mean, see, here's the thing. You got one universe versus another universe.
Yeah.
So do you allow this universe technology to be able to cut through this universe's technology and stuff?
See, I don't know because
is indestructible.
it's known to be indestructible.
And his bones are coated in that.
Yeah. But I mean, if I cut all your flesh from your bones, he could just heal it again. Man, Wolverine is OP, isn't he?
Right? He is pretty tough.
You would have to submerge him in like something that would tear all of his flesh away,
Molten adamantium.
and
Lava?
and eat away all of his bones from inside the adamantium.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he can repair everything.
Now,
Yeah.
I do know that Raiden's sword...
But basically what you would be doing is melting his body away from the adamantium, and his body would form up over here with no adamantium on it. Maybe. I don't know.
Alright, Raiden's sword can cut through almost everything in the game and stuff like that. So, what we could do is, if we can't decide now, we can watch and see what they say, and then make a decision before the death battle starts.
I think
You guys wanna do that?
I'm gonna watch and wait to see.
Okay,
I'm
let's
gonna
see
let the
what
experts at Screw
Yeah,
Attack.
let's see what information they give us and what the ground is, and then we can figure out where we're going to stand.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's do
Agreed.
that.
We'll see you guys on the other side.
Alright, so let's check out some information for a death battle.
Long-range weaponry are effective tools of destruction, but there's just something special about killing up close and personal with a blade. Like Wolverine, the vicious anti-hero of the X-Men.
And Raiden, the deadly cyborg ninja from Metal Gear.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
No.
3 scratches, 3 claws. This is the mark of the Wolverine.
But before he was the poster boy of the X-Men, he was born James Howlett in 1886.
And he was the wimpiest kid ever. He was tiny and pathetic and sick all the time, but little
He had
James
both
wasn't
clothes.
stuck in bed for
Yeah.
too long.
As he grew
And
up,
healing
James
powers.
started to develop mutant powers, which gave him animal senses and rapid healing. But when the family groundskeeper Thomas Logan murdered his father,
Not Wolverine.
James learned he had a more lethal power hidden within.
Retractable bone claws? Old Thomas never knew what hit him, or more specifically, what stabbed him to death.
But Thomas used his dying breath for the oh-so-original plot twist. I'm your father.
Going from 2 dads to 0 in a
that's
matter
why
of seconds. Anyway, James took on the name Logan to poorly hide his identity and ran away from home with his childhood friend Rose. But then he accidentally stabbed her to death too. Damn, those things seem really inconvenient. Like a murder erection. Always popping up when you least expect it.
That's
You
hilarious.
should probably see a doctor. With his healing abilities slowing his aging, Logan has lived over 100 years. He fought in both World Wars and Vietnam before joining a special weapons project called Weapon X. This is where he took the name, the Wolverine.
But like almost every other secret project ever, it was actually yet another horrifying super soldier project. Whilst there, Wolverine enjoyed such treatments as being cut open repeatedly, having his DNA harvested, and getting his skeleton a pimped-out chrome job.
Against Logan's will, a scientist named Dr. Cornelius infused his bones with adamantium, a rare man-made metal alloy. Adamantium is extremely dense and stable on a molecular level, making it reportedly indestructible. Even Thor has a hard time breaking it.
And Dr. Scientist also hypnotized Wolverine to erase his memories and turn him into an animalistic killing machine. The result? Well, Wolverine went crazy and slaughtered everyone in Weapon X. So I guess you could say the experiment turned out to be a complete success. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I love that.
Like seeing it like go through the bones.
Yeah. He always says it hurts every time they come in.
Yeah.
After wandering the wilderness and tangling with the Hulk, Wolverine was eventually discovered by the X-Men, who molded him into a real hero. Logan had finally found a place
I love this
to call
song.
home
Yeah, me
and
too.
a family.
90s
he
cartoon,
did not
man.
stab to death.
Yeah.
Old Wolvie's got more mutant powers than Kim Kardashian has butt injections. He has keen animal-like senses and expert tracking skills, can move faster than the eye can see, and can lift up to 2 tons. His adamantium claws can cut
Murkamasa
through almost
sword.
anything, and conveniently
that?
he never has to sharpen them.
Animated
He's
sword?
immune to disease,
From,
can resist
the
mind
Japanese
control,
saga,
and can fight
I
for
think?
days without tiring. Oh,
Wow.
for some reason he can sense animals' feelings and talk to them, like some sort of bear whisperer.
Oh yeah.
He's equal in hand-to-hand combat with Captain America, and was skilled enough to tag Speed Demon, who runs faster than the speed of sound.
Despite all of this, his greatest attribute is his sheer durability. He's like Super Rocky.
That's crazy.
Wolverine has survived hits from
What
Thor
game was
and
that?
the Hulk
I don't know.
monsters,
Shit.
battled with Satan himself, and was once blown up with nothing left but his adamantium skeleton.
Think that stopped him? Hell no.
Gee,
He
there you
got
go,
back
Calvin.
up and beat the
That won't work.
shit out of the emo Bomberman who
You have to
blew
do
him up
it
in the first
inside the
place.
bones.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
so.
Can anything stop this guy?
Well, technically he has died a few times. He even used to have a deal with the Angel of Death to be resurrected should his healing factor ever be overtaxed.
What?
But eventually he gave it up in exchange for his soul. Yeah, this actually happened.
Huh.
However,
Alright.
according to Professor Xavier, leader of the X-Men, Wolverine's healing factor stems from his brain. Get it? Stem? Like brainstem?
Wiz, I'm the funny one. Just stick to being boring.
That's funny.
Anyway, this means Wolverine can be killed by drowning or destroying his brain.
Really?
But seeing as his brain's protected by a thick
Yeah,
adamantium
it's covered by
skull,
adamantium, so it's hard to get to.
staying where it is. Still, there's a reason why Logan keeps getting into bad situations like these.
That's
He's
Spock.
a lone wolf and doesn't like relying on others.
And he's got a bit of a temper.
I'm saying if he cut his head off, would his body regrow?
I mean, how do you cut it off when it's attached to that
Piss him
adamantium?
off too much. Something snaps and Wolverine will enter the Berserker
Berserker mode.
Rage.
In this state, Wolverine loses all self-control and ignores all pain, as he is consumed by the animalistic killer instinct instilled deep within him by Dr. Cornelius all those years ago.
Well, that's pretty cool animation. What's that? Looks like an anime. Sheesh.
Huh.
Alright. That's pretty
Born
convincing.
in Liberia, a young boy named Jack lost his parents and was adopted by George Sears, the future president of the United States.
Which sounds like a pretty good upside considering, except Sears was actually Solid as Snake, a traitor who manipulated world leaders to profit from the war economy. Oh, and the fact that he killed Jack's parents. I'm your dad now.
Being the perfect
He does
parent
look a lot
is,
like Big
Solid
Boss.
enlisted
Yeah, he does.
Jack
In
the
four,
Liberian
doesn't he?
Civil
Yeah.
War, where he became captain of his own
Spoilers.
commando unit in the Army of the Devil.
It's an army
It's
of...
not an actual army of devils.
Damn it.
A natural harbinger of death, Jack's high kill count earned him the nickname Jack the Ripper. He accomplished all of this, and he was only 10 years old.
Oh my god, could you imagine this kid during puberty? If it ever even hits. I mean, even 10 years later, he still looks like he's waiting for the old stones to drop.
Well, they had to sometime. After being abandoned by Solidus, Jack fell for a girl named Rose and eventually got her pregnant.
Jack was tormented by his past life and sought to right his wrongs by joining a special task force. With them, he teamed up with the legendary Solid
Shot.
Snake to take down some bad guys, destroy giant robots, go
Yeah,
streaking,
Calvin.
and even kill dear old foster dad. All under his awesome new code name, Raiden.
It'd be cool if that was our footage.
Except all along, he was actually being controlled by the Patriots, a secret organization manipulating the U.S. from behind the scenes and bent on dominating the world.
Yeah, okay, hang on to your butts, because this is where things start getting out of hand. See, his girlfriend Rose was actually a Patriot spy and was manipulating his life the entire time they were together. Women, right? But she was all like, my bad, I love you. And he was like, it's gay, let me put my dick in you. And then they had a kid.
Well, first she actually said she had a miscarriage and married another man to trick Raiden, but it was really to trick the Patriots.
Which, please, the story's confusing enough without bringing Dad into this.
I kinda forgot that.
Eventually, they got back together and had a kid. Can we please go back to talking about killing people now?
Sure, occur. One day he was captured by the Patriots and used as a test subject for exoskeletal enhancement surgery, transforming him into a superhuman cyborg ninja.
That's what I'm talking about!
As a cyborg, Raiden went from a force to be reckoned with to a nigh unstoppable killing machine. He is fast enough to outrun bullet trains and even run walls.
He can run walls?
He can do shit like this.
You too, immortal.
No. I just don't fear death.
And he gets stabbed a lot and doesn't die.
Yeah. I always thought it had something to do with his suit, though. Whoa! That was so cool. That's so ridiculous.
Drugs must be fun.
More than the half of it. Raiden is strong enough to lift and throw a Metal Gear Ray. While a Ray's exact weight is unknown.
What? What game was that in?
Rising?
Why didn't we play that?
We have it.
It's like a different-
Okay.
It's not related
That
totally.
wasn't even
It
his
is, but
final
not.
form.
It's like an action adventure
Raiden
game.
eventually got a newer, better cyborg body, which was even more powerful.
Strong enough to
Was this
flip
before or after
giant
four?
thing, rip
No,
off
after.
his building-sized sword,
So he gets rid of his
and
body
then
and gets a
fight
new body?
duel with it,
No.
and finish it off
Suit.
with blinding speed. I mean, what the actual hell?
Oh,
When
interesting.
he's not wielding building-sized blades,
Jesus.
Raiden wields a high-frequency blade.
High
called
frequency,
the
that's what they
Murasama. Originally forged in the 16th century, the Murasama was re-outfitted with high-frequency
Isn't that what
technology.
Wolverine
By
had?
creating a
Yeah, I
powerful
thought so.
current through the blade that vibrates at intense speeds, it weakens its target's molecular bonds, forcibly slicing through almost anything.
Gotta go through
And if
animation.
that's not deadly enough for you,
If it
Raiden
can?
activate a super mode called Zendatsu. This causes Raiden's perception of time to slow anywhere from 50 to 90%, giving him plenty of
You'll play that
time
one
to
now,
jump
don't
through
Yes.
moves
Yeah, we're
as
gonna play that.
precisely
We're gonna play
or
that
as
one.
rapidly as he'd like.
He can take this a step further by deactivating his pain inhibitors. Allowing intense agony from wounds to envelop his senses causes him to lose himself in his old Jack the Ripper personality. This Ripper mode radically boosts his already
Kinda like
insane
Berserker
speed and
Rage.
strength.
Yep.
Wow.
Is that a sheath on the back, on his back or something, or a gun?
It's
the hell?
like a power sheet.
But it comes at a price. You know, aside from the whole pain and sanity thing. These enhanced modes rely on a fuel
Wow, look
supply,
at Ray
and
there.
using them burns through it at a rapid pace.
Raiden can only carry enough fuel to sustain these modes for a very limited time, and relies on absorbing more fuel cell electrolytes from enemy cyborgs.
Yep.
Plus, his blood is not natural, and must
Yeah.
be changed regularly, like the oil in a
Dialysis.
car.
But still, worth it.
If he was fighting anybody else, I'd have to go with Raiden. But the best offense is a good defense.
The fact that he can
You
heal
can't
and
kill Wolverine. But can he be
he can.
beaten? That's the thing. Like, the winner is always a KO. It's always a death. Wolverine can't die.
But they said he has died.
Yeah, but he's come back. The rules are very important here, because is it a matter of martial art ability to win and defeat your opponent
It's a
until
death
they
battle.
give up? But it's a no, it's a
It's a
death
death
battle. They have to die. Wolverine can't die. They didn't really say, can his sword cut through adamantium?
They said the sword does
Can cut
something where it vibrates molecules or something like
Yeah.
that, to where it can basically cut through anything.
But they
So-
did specify in there that adamantium is molecularly stable. So I don't know whether that
So
would...
can it vibrate those molecules in to make it non-molecularly stable, so thus it's not indestructible?
Maybe. But even without the adamantium, basically all he would be doing is cutting the adamantium off because his bones would regrow. I mean, he wouldn't have the adamantium
not
blades
if he,
anymore.
If he cuts through this, the main thing would be cutting here. If he
Yeah.
cuts through that, takes the head off, or
Then it
stabs through.
Yeah.
All right,
I gotta go with Wolverine.
all right.
I want to go with Raiden.
I'm gonna go with Raiden.
I'm gonna get
Alright.
slapped.
Wolverine, Raiden.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Let's
Yeah.
see a death battle.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
That'd be interesting. Wolverine versus Deadpool.
Yeah.
They both heal.
Yeah.
Because of Wolverine.
Geckos.
Wolverine versus the Gecko?
I want to see Wolverine destroy Gecko.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, it's basically a Oh, what are they called? The machines that were created to hunt the mutants.
Sentinel.
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 Yeah, but this is more organic. Oh, he already did.
Huh. Why haven't they done Wolverine live action in his suit yet? They have like 9 films with Wolverine. He's never worn his helmet.
The hell are you?
I don't know.
Get out
Because
of my
his hair is too awesome.
Fat chance, Bob. You're next.
Here we go.
Well, he can block the blades. Jeez.
Stopped it.
He's not cutting through him.
What
Well.
are you?
Gotta admit, that hurt.
Okay.
That's how he gets his energy.
Nice trick, Voltron. I'm actually more human than you. And that's saying something. Let's dance.
I mean, Raiden definitely has him beat in terms of agility and skill.
Yeah, but if you can't kill him and do damage,
Yeah.
it doesn't do you any good.
You stab him through his eye.
Why's his suit?
Yeah, his suit shouldn't be all.
I think just animation.
Yeah.
He can't sense him. Yeah.
Ugh.
Ah! What's his song?
Oh no, it's awesome though.
Man, he's bleeding.
Yeah, red blood, not white blood.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder if it's a byproduct of the suit though. You can catch that.
Are you some kind of cyborg?
Well, my bones are kind of the strongest metal around. Does that count?
I mean, he does damage, but then he just heals.
Yeah. They can't cut through though.
Oh, no, no sword.
Yeah. This is awesome. The choreography is really well done right here.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of mad down in the tree, but it looks really good here.
I mean,
Yeah, you can't kill him.
Ouch. Terminator. Now you've got me mad.
Berserker. Yeah, but will Raiden do his
yeah, Ryan has one too.
Jack the Ripper stuff?
Oh no!
Oh.
Not again.
Yeah, but he can still fight without it. Doesn't look good though.
There we go. There we go.
This is why I fight.
You don't need one arm for the
Time for
sword.
Jack the Ripper to let her rip.
I don't know what
Whoa,
it's gonna do now.
nice footwork. I like it.
What?
How?
Oh my god!
Okay.
Because of Wolverine's adamantium skeleton and stubborn healing factor, he was able to hang in there despite Raiden's clearly superior speed and strength.
Yeah.
He could have even kept it up until Raiden ran out of fuel, if it weren't for one important question. Could the high-frequency blade cut adamantium?
To answer this, we dug deep into Marvel Comics history and found Misty Knight, a lesser-known Marvel heroine with a bionic arm made of Antarctic vibranium. This anti-metal emanates vibrations which weaken its target's molecular bonds, exactly like Raiden's high-frequency blade. Like the Murasama, this can destabilize and break any metal, including adamantium.
And while in Jack the Ripper mode, Raiden can strike with enough force to cut through buildings and machines built to survive nuclear wars.
With that much strength behind a sword like that, plus Raiden's speed and technology
Well,
advantage,
wait a bury the lead.
Wolverine's supposedly indestructible skeleton met his match.
Any way you slice it, Raiden just had the right gear for the job.
The winner is Raiden.
I mean, I accept it. It's a good thing. I just wish that they would have defined it beforehand.
Well, that was the main question we had, was if that sword would be able to cut adamantium.
I mean, they specifically said that the adamantium was molecularly stable, and that sword was designed to disrupt molecular stability.
But I do feel like it's a tiny bit inconsistent with the fact that he was blocking all of his strikes with his claws.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of the force.
Yeah.
That's what they said the last part. When he was in
how
the Jack
much
the Ripper
force
horns
he's
mode.
using.
If it's a matter of vibration, though, shouldn't it just have always done it? Why does it have to be a matter of force if it's a matter of molecular vibration?
Well, I'll put it this way. Remember in Phantom Menace when Qui-Gon Jinn was cutting through the blast door?
Yeah.
It was cutting it, but slowly. And then when the real big blast doors came in, he just stuck it in, and it was like melting through.
Oh, yeah,
he was
trying to melt it because it was thicker than his lightsaber.
Yeah.
He was trying to melt it to open the mechanism.
So a harder or more dense substance requires more force to...
That wasn't a matter of force. That was a matter of heat. He was trying to create kinetic energy to be able to destabilize the lock. I know my Star Wars. Don't use the Star Wars.
No. Well, I was using that as a simile for what I'm saying here. It's just if you hit adamantium harder with something that is built to destabilize its molecules.
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the story of the fight, I felt like it's an awesome fight. I do feel slightly like, but he's been using it the whole time, and he was doing it. Okay, I guess it's convenient for just now he can be able to do it, but whatever.
I was clearly shocked whenever he hit him on his collarbone. He's like,
I get
what?
It. I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna, they researched. That's very good research that it should have done that. I feel like maybe they should have introduced that more than the very last strike.
At the same time, the fight is for entertainment and not for anything else.
That's true. Except for the stakes that we put upon it artificially ourselves. I'm about to get my face slapped again.
Which is for entertainment and nothing else.
And I actually really enjoyed, more than any other death battle, I enjoyed the time and thought of the actual choreography.
Yeah.
When it came to usually when you do these animation things, they'll jump up in the air and just move the arms, and they won't move the feet. You know what I'm saying? They'll have their feet just kind of laying there. Whereas here, I really felt a sense of weight with some of the characters.
Yeah. Well, Death Battle's come a long way from their very first one all the way to this. I mean, remember the Mario Sonic one that we watched? That, it didn't look amazing.
No.
It was very 8-bit and stuff, or 16-bit maybe, but it was fun and entertaining. But this one, they're upping it every time they do more. So
production
it's
quality.
It's very awesome.
I mean, compare the animation to Link vs. Cloud that we saw. Like that animation was like, I mean, it's still good. It's just not believable in any way. Whereas there were points here where they were moving their feet in a really realistic way that I was like, oh, this is really cool. I really appreciate that extra push.
Yeah. So good job, Screw Attack Death Battles. They're fun.
Keep them coming, please.
Other than that, Calvin, I'll let you take care of this because I've slapped Eric enough.
Okay. This is the first death battle that I've been involved in that I haven't been slapped, so... Which side?
I don't care. You can
Which
slap
hand?
whatever. I don't care. Calvin, this is your decision. Shit. Alright, well, once again, you guys slap like pussies.
Really?
No, that was a good one.
Okay, I was going to say, why you're surprised.
I just have a really good healing factor. It doesn't affect me at all now.
Alright. Make sure you guys like, comment down below, and with Raiden being here, Metal Gear Solid, we will be doing Metal Gear Rising now because Calvin is super excited about it.
Yeah, that was badass.
So I had seen a couple clips, especially the clip of him throwing the ray, and I just want to do it.
I've done like one or two bosses worth so far.
Calvin would be so happy destroying rays.
It's not stealth.
That easily.
It's not stealth either. It's running, hack and slashing kind of game.
Good.
So you don't have to worry about stealth. Yes, and you would love to destroy rays. Yeah, that's true. Like take your vengeance out.
It's a very colorful game.
Freaking rays.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So our Metal Gear Solid Let's Plays are currently on YouTube now. So if you want to check those out, because Calvin experienced all of them this past month.
Yeah.
At least 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We are doing 5 right now. Most of that's going to be streamed at twitch.tv/blindwave. So if you guys want to chat with us there while we play Metal Gear Solid 5, make sure to keep an eye out for that. Make sure to watch out for Monday. We'll be streaming more Metal Gear Solid 5 for the story elements of that. In between then and now, I might be actually streaming some of the side mission stuff. So, you guys have anything else to say?
My face hurts.
Your face hurts. Till next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
We'll see you guys later. DeathBattle!